Hello and welcome to or welcome back to my channel, AJ Budget. I am AJ and I am so thankful and grateful that you are here with me today. In today's video, we are doing week 2 of March's weekly wrap-up. So let's get into it. The first thing that we're going to do is we are going to reconcile my credit card because I made that payment for my Amazon credit card on the 10th and I screen recorded it. So I will share my process on that. So with that being said, I did have a little bit of spending on my Amazon. So I pre-ordered a book, I don't know how long ago, for my niece, and I always forget that pre-order doesn't mean prepay. So it's always a shock when it comes down. I actually pre-ordered 2 books this month because there's another one I ordered from Barnes & Noble that we'll be doing for my IHG credit card. But yeah, so that was $7.91. And then I also have my Kindle Unlimited payment that came out on the 12th. So my bills are back here. We have Kindle Unlimited, and that should be $12. And then out of my personal account, I need, what is it? I was going to pull $10 out of personal for my Amazon card. So see, do I have a 10? I have 2 5s, so we'll set that aside. And then we'll record this. So we have our book. I'm going to put that was for my Amazon CC minus 10. That leaves me with $720. And I am going to be pulling more out of this in a second. So I'm just going to kind of set this over to the side. So I think that was it for my Amazon card. So we have Amazon, yeah, okay. So it gives me $22 going onto my Amazon card here. So we have a book and KU. 22 gives me $4.79. And then my statement balance for my statement that cut on February 10th. So it goes on February 10th and then it's due on March 10th. My statement balance is $153.88. So we are going to pay $154 to pay off that statement balance. And so that will be March payment. And that will leave us with $325. Okay, next we will get my money pulled from my IHG account. So I'm going to bring in my personal spending because I had that Barnes & Noble book that was pre-ordered. Again, pre-order is not prepay. Someday I will learn that. That gives me the 15. And then we should have $705 left in here. And then I need to pull out from my dining out account, I need to pull $20. So we're going to have pulled pizza minus 20, and that will leave me with $155. And it was delicious, and it was a very fun evening. So it leaves me with $150 and $155. Okay, so that's all I need out of that section. And then we did get groceries as well. Typically, I do a big haul on the 20th whenever I get paid, but I still have a lot of stuff left over from last month, and I'm still working through my freezer meals. So I only got a little bit of groceries, no judgment here, but it was mainly Coca-Cola because they dropped recently the Diet Cherry Coke and then the Cherry Coke Float Zero. And then I had to try it, and I finally got it at my Walmart. And then one of my coworkers is also in love with the specialty Cokes as well. So I got one for her, and then she paid me back by Venmo. So I spent $39.26. So I'm going to be pulling $30 out of groceries here. And so that will leave me with $80. And then I do have that $7 that she Venmo'd me. So I'm going to put that over there because I just had it transferred into my checking account. And so I have 40 and I'm going to pull a 10. And that leaves us with $50, $70, and $80 left in groceries. I need to pull out some bills money. So my bills money is back here. Canva, my last Canva payment, $5, $6, $7, and $8 came out. Next month we'll be paying that in full. I have Kindle Unlimited. Oh, I already pulled Kindle Unlimited. Oh my gosh. I need YouTube. YouTube is $10, $12, and $14. And that should be all of my payments then, except for my credit card allowance, which my goal for this month was to not spend my credit card allowance. So we still have a couple of weeks until my IHG card gets paid, but so far I have met that goal. So let's see how much we're putting on my IHG card now. This is a lot of small bills. So we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 87, 89, 91, 93, and $94. That is ready to go. This payment is due on, I pay it around the 20th, or as close to the 20th as possible, usually on that Friday. It's due on the 23rd though. Okay. Oh, I forgot one thing. So I did pay for my insurance for first part of my license. So first I have to transfer my insurance license to Missouri, and then I have to do 16 credits or continuing education credits, and then I can have it transferred as a resident license here in Missouri. So with that being said, I've spent $170 so far. I'm going to pull out $150, and then I know I'm going to be stuffing this in the next couple of weeks, and it'll be before I make that payment or need to make that payment. So I'll get the rest of it pulled for then. I should have just transferred this when I first moved. It would have saved me $105, but you know, we live and we learn. I didn't even think about it. I forget that I'm licensed in insurance. My dad has an insurance agency here, so I like to stay licensed, and I did insurance licensing well into my teaching career as well. And I haven't for a couple of years, but I just have it because I do enjoy that career. I really enjoy teaching a lot more. Okay, so it gives me $787. Oh, sorry, hit my camera. All right, now we are ready to see what I have left over in my wallet for this week. And I think I have a $5. I did have to go to the Dollar Tree. My kids love to do puzzles. Well, they like to do puzzles that they can glue, and then we put them on a foam board, and then we hang them in my classroom. So I'm running out of wall space very quickly. But with that being said, I had to buy some foam board and glue at the Dollar Tree, and so that's where I spent the bulk of that money. I also got some more candy for my my kiddos as well. So I'm gonna set that aside because we are going to add that to whatever we roll. So I can get my dice out as well. So let's pull out our cash for this week. So on 313, we are pulling out $15. I think that's just going to be the 3 5s. And then we'll put these ones back in here. I will be getting cash for my March paycheck. Oh gosh. I'll have to figure out when I'm going to the bank in the next week, because we will need money in order to stuff my wallet next week. So maybe I'll go to the bank in the morning. All right, so we have $15. Let me get out my savings challenge here. So we are going to the Bahamas, I believe, in July. My godson and I are, and so I'll be using this money for my tip money. We are only stuffing $2, so let me see if I have 3 ones. I'm just gonna pull out my 5 ones, and we'll do it this way, because my brain is malfunctioning right now with math. So we'll put this 5 away, and we're going to pull out the 5 ones. So I'm going to keep it at the 3. So we'll go 1, 2, and these are some interesting ones. Okay, that means I have $12 I'm putting in my wallet for the week. And then that gives us $8 then to stuff. So I am going to stuff, oh, I think I'll do the 7 and the 1. I'm going to go across the row. I used to go all 8s, all 7s, all 6s, all 5s. And at the beginning of this year, I'm like, I'm going to just make it random and do random things. But now I'm committed to doing the rows this direction. So we have filled in a 7 and a 1. So let's get that added to our change here. And we have in this challenge so far 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, and $65. When I get change for next week, I think I'm going to get all 20 so I can switch out the 60 in here and then put the, for the smaller bills, and then put the larger bills in this. So this gets thick really fast, and especially with the smaller bills. So I like to switch it out as I go. Yeah, it's already making weird indentations on the money. So that will be the goal for that, or the plan for that. So dollar bills, y'all, is stuffed. Y'all, I almost forgot to do our no spend tracker. Holy cow. So let's see. We had some budgeted spending on the 12th. So that is when my YouTube and Kindle Unlimited payments come out. And let me see, pull this over. I think, yeah, I guess that is it. I did spend money on, what was that, Saturday at the grocery store. Oh, and then I forgot about my books that I pre-ordered eons ago. And that was yesterday when I checked my statement and was like, gasp. I gasped. I was like, no, I was doing so good this month. But that's okay. Again, I need to remember that it is pre-order, not pre-buy. Although pre-buy option would be awesome. So we're doing lovely. So yay. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I greatly appreciate you interacting with my videos and watching it. If you enjoyed this content, please like the video down below. And if you feel so inclined, I would love to have you join my journey and subscribe to follow along. And then drop me a comment down below and let me know, how's your week going? And are you staying on track with all of your budgeting and or savings goals? But until I see you guys next time, I hope you have a great rest of the week. Bye.